Fifth graders have had a little bit more work with this, so they may be able to help you. Shields. When you get to the shields, it says divert power to the shields. We are entering an asteroid field and need more power diverted to the forward shields. Complete the large cardboard puzzle. Inside of this bag are several pieces of cardboard that have been cut, and I have designed like words on there. So you can see this isn't a full sentence. It says, are safe here any, and so you would match them up with like what is going to complete them in terms of the correct color and the correct phrase. It will be, I can't remember, 12 or 16 different pieces that need to be arranged to complete this puzzle. When the puzzle is complete, shields have been activated. Medbay. This is a two-person job. You will, the directions here say, there's an injured crewmate in medbay. 2 people required. One of your fellow crewmates sustained an injury while fixing the ship's weapon systems. Help them with their injury. Okay, there will be a note in the box. One of the 2 people that goes there needs to have an area where they have exposed skin. And what I mean by that is, if I look at Carol, she doesn't have much exposed skin except maybe her hands. But if you look at me, I don't have long sleeves on. It could be anywhere on my arm. There is a red Sharpie in this box. You will draw a fake wound on the other person's skin and then use the bandages to cover the wound. Okay? I'm gonna close that one, thank you, and open Cafeteria. All right, this one is a little bit of an outdoor skill, and this one is gonna be a challenge. So when you go hiking in the wilderness, you have to protect your food from bears and raccoons and other varmints that might come in. When you're car camping, it's really easy to put it in a box and lock it up or throw it in your car. But when you're backpacking, like 5th grade will be doing in the spring, there's nowhere to put the food. So what we do is we create something called a bear hang. And there's a way that you put a rope into a tree, use a carabiner and a container, put all your food in the container, attach it with the carabiner, and then hoist it up into the tree and tie it off so that it is off the ground and bears cannot eat it. The clue reads like this. Secure our food in the cafeteria. 2 people required. The food in the bacteria is at risk of being exposed to macrobacteria. Elevate the food to a safe level of 12 feet off the ground and 6 feet away from the tree. And then you will create a bear hang. There are directions which Carol held up while I was filming that show you how to make a bear hang. Part of it will already be done for you, meaning that the part where you have to get the rope up over a branch, that part will be done for you. The rope will just be hanging over a limb. You've got to figure the rest out. How you tie the knots, how you clip the carabiners, how you lift the objects. Let's go to admin. Admin, 1-person job. For this one, thank you. It says, head to admin and enter the landing sequence code for the launch pad at Mira HQ. We cannot land at the Mira HQ launch pad without the correct landing sequence code. Enter the code in the correct order. In this box, there are beads. They're like squares, or I'm sorry, they're cubes with a hole running through the middle. They have letters on them. There are lengths of paracord, and there's paper. When you get there, there will be a code written on that piece of paper, and it will be random letters like J, H, Q, X, F, M, P. You need to find the correct bead, put it on the paracord, tie a knot on each end so they don't fall off, and make sure that your code that you make with the beaded paracord matches the code on the piece of paper. Otherwise, we have not successfully entered the landing sequence code. Electrical. This one I forgot. It was the first one I made and the one I forgot to finish, but it's easy. There will be, you want to hold them up? There will be 7 different colors of paracord. Half of each length of paracord will be coming from the other side of each side. There will be a clip on the end. You will need to connect purple to purple, orange to orange, yellow to yellow, blue to blue, so on and so forth. You're fixing the wiring and electrical.
Cool.
That one I'm going to take upstairs and finish tying off the paracord when we eat lunch. O2. All right, this one's an interesting one. So when we talk about oxygen level in a ship, you're in real life, you're balancing the amount of gases in the ship to equalize the pressure outside the ship. If you don't have equalized pressure, it could actually crush the ship. So it's a very fine balance. Okay, so for this activity, this task, this is a 2-person, right?
Yep.
All right, balance the ship's oxygen levels. 2 people required. To maintain the appropriate level of oxygen, did you show the pulley already and I missed it?
Nope.
Let's start with the pulley. To maintain the appropriate level of oxygen, the overall air pressure requires a fine balance. Use the pulley, rope, and buckets provided, and any other natural materials to create a balanced system, suspending 2 masses on either end of the rope. Okay, so what that means is that this pulley will be installed tonight by me. You won't have to do that part. It will be up in a tree over a branch. On either end of these ropes will be these buckets. In one bucket, there is a 10-pound weight. You will need to find 10 pounds of things from around the woods, and when they balance, they will lift off the ground and be even with each other. If you don't put in 10 pounds worth of stuff, one bag will be in the air and one bag will be in the ground. Rocks seem like a good idea. And that also means that you can probably imagine this task will be located somewhere near rocks, because you're going to have to put 10 pounds worth of rocks in a bucket. Now we move over to comms. Comms is a 2-person job. Comms, 5th graders are going to be very helpful here because we are going to pull back our old friend, the Mexican Army cipher. There will be a cipher wheel, Carol's about to show you, is a way to encrypt and decrypt secret codes. More on that later, 4th grade. Here's what it reads. Head to communications to decipher an incoming message from an unknown source. 2 people required. We are receiving an encrypted message from an unknown source in deep space. Go to communications and decipher the message. You'll get there. On a piece of paper will be the way to use the Mexican Army wheel, right? So it'll say, like, if it said J 11 22 44 86, it means anytime you see one of those numbers, you replace it with J. 4th graders, I might actually try and come down and show you this thing. So one person is going to need to be deciphering that code, which is a challenge in itself. The other person needs to take the bag of Scrabble tiles, find the right letters, and spell out the code in Scrabble letters. Just like in the game, the task is meant to engage you, to distract you. Because you might find yourself so concentrated on completing your task that the imposter comes up behind you and kills you.
Oh, no.
The upper engine. Like before, I said you're building a strut, except this time you're using magnetiles. The same, hold on, don't try that yet. The same tape measures that are a meter tall, just pull, they're magneted together, yep, are a meter tall will be needed as well. So both engines require a 1 meter tower. That one was with solo cups being stacked. This one is using magnetiles. The clue reads, repair the upper engine. The struts supporting the upper engine need repair. Build a freestanding column to support the mass of the engine. By building a tower using magnetiles at least 1 meter tall. Now show that. Here's an example of one that I made in my basement. That is a 1 meter tall. Just hold it still. No, no, just the picture. Sorry, it's blowing in the wind. A 1 meter tall tower. This will be in the box as a reference. Cool. Thank you. And last, but certainly not least, in terms of tasks, storage. All right, for this one, I think I just need a piece of paper. All right, storage reads this. Storage is a mess. During the last jump to hyperspace, the cargo must have become dislodged. Sort the items in storage into their correct places. So for this one, there will be a pile of things and some, hold up a piece of webbing, and some circles, some hoops made by webbing. The directions, I'm not telling you what they are. It might say put all the pink things in the pink circle. Put all the green things in the green circle. You'll find out when you get there, but you'll have to take a pile of stuff and put it in the correct location. Okay, now let's talk about only questions about